Welcome back to our channel. Before we dive into yet another fascinating and mysterious stories, I would like to invite you to watch, to like, and subscribe to the channel. Also, activate the notification sound. Today, we explore about a message from heaven for anyone who's lost hope. Lazarus was sick. His sisters, Mary and Martha, sent word to Jesus, "Lord, the one you love is sick." Jesus heard the message. He said, "This sickness will not end in death. It is for God's glory." So Jesus stayed where he was for 2 more days. Then he said to his disciples, "Let's go back to Judea." They were worried. "Rabbi," they said, "a short while ago the Jews tried to stone you. Are you going back?" Jesus replied, "Our friend Lazarus has fallen asleep, but I am going there to wake him up." The disciples thought he meant natural sleep. So Jesus told them plainly, "Lazarus is dead, and for your sake, I am glad I was not there, so that you may believe. Let us go to him." When Jesus arrived, Lazarus had been in the tomb for 4 days. Bethany was near Jerusalem. Many Jews had come to comfort Mary and Martha. Martha went out to meet Jesus. "Lord," she said, "if you had been here, my brother would not have died, but I know that even now God will give you whatever you ask." Jesus said, "Your brother will rise again." Martha answered, "I know he will rise again in the resurrection at the last day." Jesus said, "I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live, even though they die. And whoever lives by believing in me will never die." "Do you believe this?" "Yes, Lord," she replied. "I believe that you are the Messiah, the Son of God." Then Martha went back and called her sister Mary. "The teacher is here," she said, "and is asking for you." When Mary heard this, she got up quickly and went to him. Jesus had not yet entered the village. He was still at the place where Martha had met him. When the Jews who had been with Mary saw her leave quickly, they followed her. They thought she was going to the tomb to mourn there. Mary reached the place where Jesus was. She fell at his feet and said, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died." When Jesus saw her weeping, he was deeply moved. "Where have you laid him?" he asked. "Come and see, Lord," they replied. Jesus wept. Then the Jews said, "See how he loved him." But some said, "Could not he who opened the eyes of the blind man have kept this man from dying?" Jesus, once more deeply moved, came to the tomb. It was a cave with a stone laid across the entrance. "Take away the stone," he said. "But, Lord," said Martha, "by this time there is a bad odor. He has been there for days." Jesus said, "Did I not tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of God?" So they took away the stone. Then Jesus looked up and said, "Father, I thank you that you have heard me. I knew that you always hear me, but I said this for the benefit of the people standing here, that they may believe that you sent me." When he had said this, Jesus called in a loud voice, "Lazarus, come out." The dead man came out, his hands and feet wrapped with strips of linen, a cloth around his face. Jesus said, "Take off the grave clothes and let him go." There was silence. No one moved. Then the silence broke with gasps. They watched Lazarus walk out. A man who was dead breathing again, alive again. Martha fell to her knees. Mary covered her mouth and wept. Some cried in joy, others in awe. The tomb was no longer a place of sorrow, it became a doorway of hope. Jesus looked at them. He didn't say much, he didn't need to. Life had already spoken louder than words. What? They just saw it. Not only a miracle, it was a message. A message for then and for now, you see. When Jesus waited, it wasn't because he didn't care. He waited because he had something greater in store, not a healing, a resurrection. He wanted them to believe, not just in his power, but in who he is. "I am the resurrection and the life." That wasn't a statement, it was a declaration of identity. Of eternity. He didn't just bring life, he is life. And when he walks into your story, even what is dead must rise. Grief must step back. Doubt must kneel, because he is here, and when he calls, your Namino stone can stay. No grave can hold you. No past can bury your future. He didn't need to hurry, because death isn't stronger than him. Delay is not denial. His not yet is not, no. It's watch what I'm about to do. Sometimes you think he's late, but he's just setting the stage. For a miracle that's deeper. For a faith that's stronger. For a glory that's greater. The delay was love. The tears were real, and the resurrection personal. He didn't raise Lazarus. From a distance he came close. He wept. He walked to the tomb. He called him by name. Lazarus didn't come out because he tried hard. He came out because Jesus spoke, and when Jesus speaks of what's buried listens. Even what's hopeless rises. This isn't just Lazarus' story, it's yours, because we all have tombs, places in our hearts. We think are sealed dreams that feel dead, faith that feels weak, but he's still the resurrection, still the life. He's still standing at your grave, calling you out. Come out. He says, come out of fear, come out of shame, come out of despair, because what died is not your end. It's the beginning of something holy, something eternal. You're not too far gone, you're not forgotten. He's still coming, still calling, still loving. With a love that waits, a love that weeps, a love that resurrects. Do you hear him? Not just with your ears but with your spirit. He is here now. Right now. You don't have to understand it all. You don't need to have the answers. Just believe. Believe that he's the Christ, the Son of God. The one who still calls the dead to life. Sometimes we bury things too soon. We give up. We say, it's over. But Jesus never said it was over. He said, I am the resurrection. Not, I was. Not, I will be, I am. Right now, in this moment, in your pain, in your confusion, in your waiting, he is when he shows up. It doesn't matter how long it's been. It doesn't matter how cold the grave is. It doesn't matter how heavy the stone feels. What matters is who's standing outside, calling, commanding, crying with you. He didn't scold Mary or Martha. He didn't say, you should have had more faith. He felt their sorrow. He stood in it. And then he transformed it. That's what he still does. He steps into the places we think are too far gone and breathes life again. Have you lost something? A part of yourself, a dream, a person? Have you thought, if you had been here, Lord, you're not alone. Martha said it. Mary said it. We've all said it. If you had come sooner, but now he's here. And what you thought was too late. Ahai calls right on time. He doesn't rush to meet your deadline. He comes to meet your soul. He doesn't just heal you, he raises you from the inside out. He's not afraid of the smell, the mess, the time, the pain. He says, roll away the stone. He says, trust me, even when you don't understand, even when you're shaking, even when your heart is raw. He says, just believe. Can you do that? Can you hold on to that mustard seed? Because belief is not about seeing, it's about trusting. And even your tiniest east can move mountains, or graves, or both. Sometimes, the miracle is not instant, but the moment you say, I believe, something shifts. Heaven leans in. The grave starts trembling. Because Jesus never leaves a tomb untouched. And he never leaves you unchanged. He still speaks to the darkness. He still raises the dead. He still shows the glory of God through you. Through this, through now. It may feel like he waited too long, but he was waiting for the perfect moment. The moment that would awaken faith. The moment that would open your eyes. The moment that would set others free. Because Lazarus wasn't the only one who walked out that day. Fear walked out. Doubt walked out. Despair walked out. Do you see it? This wasn't just about one man, it was about every heart that needed to know that death isn't the end, that delay isn't defeat, that Jesus is Lord over time, over death, over everything. This is for you right now. You thought he didn't show up, but he's been moving all along. You thought he was silent, but he was preparing something bigger. You thought he didn't care, but he wept with you, and now he's calling, come out. Come out of what you thought was permanent. Come out of what people said was final. Come out of what shame tried to bury. He's not finished with you. He never was. You thought your story ended at the tomb, but the author just turned the page. Lazarus Wasn't raised because he deserved it, he was raised because Jesus loved him. That's enough. That's everything. You don't need to earn resurrection, you just need to hear the voice that calls you out. He's not calling you out in anger, he's calling you out in love, in grace, in healing, and when he else loses power, death. Hopelessness, guilt. It all breaks when he speaks. Do you hear him? Do you feel that stirring in your chest? That's life, that's him, that's resurrection power. Moving in you, not later, now. You are not too late. You are not too broken, you are not too far gone. Jesus didn't raise Lazarus just to prove power. He did it to show his heart. He didn't need a crowd, he needed faith. Even if it was trembling, even if it came with tears. That's all he asked Martha for. Not understanding, not strength, just belief. Just a yes. Can you say yes? Even with the questions, even with the pain, even when you don't know what tomorrow looks like. Say yes, yes, yes. I believe. Yes, you are the Christ. Yes, I still trust you. Yes, I still hear you calling. Even in the dark, even in the silence, even in the waiting. Yes, Lord. And the moment you say "Eth" moves, he speaks. He commands the stone to roll, and the world hears a sound only heaven can make. Graves cracking open, hearts starting again. A voice louder than death saying, "Come out." You were never made for the tomb. You were made for life. Real life. Full life. Eternal life. Life that starts now and never ends. The kind only he can give. The kind you don't earn, you just receive. The world said it's over, but Jesus said, "Watch me. Watch me do what no one else can. Watch me turn sorrow into glory. Watch me bring beauty from ashes. Watch me take the dead places and make them dance. Watch me." He said it out loud for a reason. Lazarus, come out. So they would hear, so we would hear. Because this story isn't just history, it's prophecy, it's promise, it's promise, it's personal. He didn't whisper, he shouted, because some things don't move until you raise your voice, and heaven had something to say that day. This one lives. This one breathes again. This one walks free. And if he did it, then hell, do it now. For you, the tomb is quiet again. The crowd has gone, but the miracle still echoes. It didn't end with Lazarus. It begins with you, because every moment you feel forgotten, every tear you've cried in silent thievery. Prayer whispered in pain saw it. He felt it. He wept with you. And still, he came. You thought he was late. But he was right on time. Because he's not the God of the grave. He's the God of glory, and nothing is too dead for him. Not a dream, not a calling, not a soul. He's still calling, still breaking stones, still speaking to the shadows, and he's saying one thing. Come out. Come out of hiding. Come out of regret. Come out of fear. Come out of the lies. You don't belong in that tomb anymore. It's time to rise. This isn't just inspiration. This is your invitation. Your Lazarus moment. He's not calling perfect people. He's calling you with your doubts, your wounds, your wonder. Because resurrection isn't for the strong. It's for the ones who know they need him. So here's the truth. You are loved, you are seen, you are still chosen, and you are not too late. Now lift your head, let go of what buried you. Step forward, he's waiting, he's watching, and heaven is ready to celebrate, because you're not just walking out of a grave, you're walking into your calling, your purpose, your new beginning. Lazarus lived again, and so will you breathe again, hope again, believe again. Because the resurrection isn't a story, it's a person, and he's here with you. Now. Always. Amen.